What is going on, guys? It's Justin from the J Media back with another video. So today we'll be doing some LED light install on my 2010 Mitsubishi Lancer Ralliart. So the videos you're about to see would work on any 2008 to 2017 Mitsubishi Lancers. So big thank you to Oxilam for sending out these LED light bulbs. We do have the low beam as well as the high beam, so both the 9005 and 9006 bulbs, if you guys are wondering what the bulb size are. And yeah, super stoked to throw these on. Right now we just have the stock halogen lights. So we're going to replace the low beam as well as the high beam, both of these. But before I do so, just want to show you guys the light output on the stock halogens. Alright, so let's go ahead and switch on the headlights, see how they look. So this is with the low beam. That's how the low beam looks. And now let me switch on the high beam. Okay, and that's with the high beam on as well. So low beam right here and high beam in here. As you guys can see, halogen bulbs, they kind of yellow in color and not as bright. So let's go ahead and switch them out to the new LEDs. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove the bulbs. While I'm in it, I'm gonna go ahead and do the driver side first. We have both the low beam as well as the high beam. And you're gonna go ahead and pretty much fit your hands back here. So if I'm gonna remove the low beam bulb first, and it's gonna be somewhere like right here. Put your hand back here behind the lamp, and you're gonna turn counterclockwise. It's gonna be like lefty-loosey, and it should pop out, and your connection to the bulb should be there, and you're just gonna unclip it. Okay, so just like that, we have the low beam bulb out. Said you're just gonna feed your hand in there, turn it lefty-loosey. This whole thing should come out. Right now I'm just gonna unclip it from the connector. So right here there's a little pin. Just gonna press on it, just apply some pressure, and it should unclip. Okay, so with the first bulb out, usually it's a little label here, so it shows HB4 9006. So you want to make sure you match it up. 9006 HB4 looks the same. So as you can tell, the structure is a little bit different with halogen bulbs. This one seems like it might have been swapped out before, but still a halogen. You can kind of see the wire. They tend to not last as long and not as bright. With the LEDs, nice and crisp. Usually there's like a built-in fan in here to cool it down. But yeah, very nice and heavy and weighted and sturdy. So let's see how this looks. Okay, so super easy to put it back on. You're just gonna go and clip it in like so. All set. And now we're just gonna go ahead and feed it back in there. Alright, so we have the low beam LED bulb in there. You can see it right there. And now we're going to do the same for the high beam. So you can see the high beam bulb, still halogens. Let's go ahead and replace it at once. Okay, so for the Mitsubishi Lancer high beam, it's in here is a little more challenging. But there is a black cover. I know it's kind of hard to see and fit your hand, but there's a black cover right here that you pretty much have to twist. So I already went ahead and twisted. Once you loosen that, it's just a black cover that's pretty much covering the bulb. So you can see right here, that's the cover. Cut the cover off. And you can feed your finger in there and remove the bulb. So same thing, twist it lefty-loosey, and you can just remove your light bulb like so. There you have it. So just like on the low beam, you're gonna go ahead and press this clip and remove it. Okay, so for the high beams shows here HB3 9005, and we're gonna go ahead and replace it with the new bulb. So 9005 HB3, let's go ahead and plug it in. Okay, and once you have your bulb in place, make sure it's nice and snug. You want to make sure to not forget to put this nice cover back on. Alright, so we have both the low beam and high beam bulbs in for the driver side. The passenger side still has the halogen bulbs. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and switch on the lights, show you guys the side-by-side difference between the halogen versus LEDs. Okay, so these are both light bulbs on. As you can tell, so much brighter light output. Low beams, high beam, nice crisp white compared to the halogens. It's going to help me to see much better at night. And this is how it looks for just the low beams LEDs. Definitely a huge improvement in light output. So much brighter, nice and crisp. Alright, driver's side is done. Let's go ahead and knock out the passenger side. So I'm going to go ahead and knock that out real quick and show you guys the final result. One thing to note is on the passenger side, you might see a lot of stuff in the way. So you can get your 10mm wrench, remove this, get that loose. If you can remove some stuff, definitely clear up some space so you can fit your hand in easily. Same for the driver's side. If you have big hands, it might be kind of tough, but yeah, last resort is taking off the whole headlight, but you can definitely fit your hands in there without removing the whole headlight. So let's go ahead and replace the passenger side.
A few moments later.
Alright, so we just have the passenger side low beam and high beam bulbs in. Let's go ahead and switch it on and see how it looks for both sides. Okay, so here's for low beam. Here's for low beam. Looks really good, nice and crisp white. Let's go ahead and switch on the high beam. And now we have the high beams on for both sides. It's gonna look so much better at night, so much more clear. Alright, so LED light bulb install all done on the Mitsubishi Lancer ralliart. So like I said, if you guys want to do this headlight install for the bulbs, it's super easy. It takes about 5-10 minutes. I did both the low beams and the high beams. Like I said, you might have a little trouble fitting your hands in there like I did because yeah, not much space in the engine bay to kind of change the bulbs out, but it is definitely doable and you don't really need any tools. It's pretty much plug and play. Just make sure to get the right bulb size for the vehicle. Again, if you own a 2008 to 2017 Mitsubishi Lancer, it's a 9006 and 9005 for both the high beam and low beams. And if you guys want to purchase, you can go ahead and hit in my description. I do have a link there so you guys can purchase your light bulbs as well. If you stayed to the end, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.